Hey guys, what's going on? It's Infinity Sheep, and welcome to my 2026 Easter extravaganza. So I hope you guys have been having a good Easter. I believe I am dropping this on like Easter Sunday, which is super cool and super awesome, and got a lot to talk about. Our first, we're gonna have some movies. We're gonna talk about some movies that you should watch during Easter or they're Easter adjacent. And of course, you got Lego here, showing off some of the cool sets and stuff that I've gotten, and even a taste test of some Lindor, like chocolate. So it's getting cool. And yeah, so that's all of the things we're going to have going on. And first, let's start out with the Lego. So there's two new sets that released this year for Easter. This cool tree and this cool egg. So let's first go with the tree, like the smaller of the two. And by the way, if you want to see the actual box, here's the actual box itself. For that one, you get these little brick built chick and bunny. And then of course you got this cool little part here, looks cool. And then you got this awesome tree. I think this is the coolest part, and definitely you can easily integrate into a Lego city. Have this. If you have a couple of these, you can easily implement it into your Lego city for Easter. And I think it's definitely a great set to pick up. I think it's only $25. Or right? I think it's 15. I think it's $15 to $20. And then we also have the egg here, which looks awesome. I'll have the box right here. That's what it looks like. And then, of course, the actual egg itself is right here. It's super cool. You can decorate it, and it comes with a bunch of extra pieces. I have a lot of extra pieces for the set, and I just put them inside the egg, as it has a really good, cool compartment to put all your pieces into and just close it up. And it's awesome. I believe it's only 25 Canadian, about probably 20-ish US. And then, of course, some of the other sets I've got here is this bunny. This is from last year. It's a really cool build. I've got the Easter, not Easter, but it's just bunny set, which I actually recently used one of this set to do a rebrickable model of Rocky, which I had in Project Hail Mary review. And yeah, that's the bunny set. So yeah, some great, cool sets that you can pick up, do some cool Easter things, or even do some other cool things, especially with that bunny, to build, Rocky from Project Hail Mary, which is awesome. Now, let's talk about some movies here. So, of course, the reason why I have my Yoshi bucket, I just put up the video yesterday, or I believe today, I'm recording this video. And, of course, the Super Mario Galaxy movie just released. Of course, I'm throwing it into this because of the fact that it literally released during the Easter weekend. That's when it released on April 1st. And then of course I saw it on April 3rd, the 3rd, which was a day before, or basically yesterday as the time of me recording this video. And of course I had an awesome time watching it, and it was just great. It was a really good movie. And I don't really want to touch much on this, as I literally have a full review going into that movie, which you can find in the link in the description below. So yeah, I also want to talk about some movies that I love watching around this time. And the first one here is Wonka. Now you're thinking, what does this have to do with this? Well, I generally think that Wonka, do you have a sweet tooth? Sweet tooth, a hunger that you have to feed. Also, and of course, in a hat full of dreams. Just some incredible moments. Of course, a world of our own, a place to escape to. I love this movie. Of course, it's directed by the Paul King, who made the first two Paddington films, which are some of the best, family movies that have released in the last 10 years. They're family movies that are also really made for a more mature audience. It's very much not in joke life, but it's just in the context where it's yeah, kids can enjoy Paddington, but the adults are really gonna just feel and just have this awe and wonder of these films. And that's what's so great about the movies that Paul King does, is that they're just whimsical, movies that you can just have a good time with, and just get you really emotional. Like, there are some parts of it in the feels when you watch some of Paul King's go like Paddington 1 and 2 or Wonka. And yeah, so that's Wonka. One time another movie that's just straight up made for Easter, and that's Hop. Now, I know that there are going to be some people who think, oh, it's not that bad. It's not a good movie. It's okay. Like, my feeling of watching this every year, it's become a tradition for us. I think it's almost a decade going of watching this, like, the night before Easter on the Saturday. And yeah, we very enjoy this movie. And it's honestly, there are some moments that definitely don't really like fit for the lines, but still, like, have a fun time. Have a fun time with Hop. And of course, it's got James Marsden in it. And yes, Donut Lord from Sonic, or, Cyclops from the Original X movies, and now Avengers Doomsday, which, oh my goodness, that was awesome. So, yeah, Hop, hidden gem, and definitely something that you should check out this Easter. It's a great movie to watch around this time. And yeah, so now that we have done both the Lego section and the movie section, it is now time to do a taste test. I've got this bag here of Lindor truffles, that being the carrot cake ones. Finally got my hands on one a couple days ago, and I'm going to try it. I also just got my hands on this really nice premium chocolate that we have here in Canada called Purdy's. You have them, it's super awesome. We love their stuff. Of course, they actually make Braille advent calendars around Christmas time, and they've done a bunch of other cool stuff with Braille and supporting blind people. It's a very good chocolate, and just the chocolate is great. So when I say this to last, I'm guessing this is going to be the best. So let's get into these Lindt truffles here. Note that Lindt is very popular around this time, of course. It's just goated. Wait, I'll come back to you when we top this all. Okay, got the bag open. It's a little tough. Those that are open. Let's see first. So I'm gonna show you it up close. So here's the actual packaging. I'm only gonna try one. Smells like a grocery store bakery. So here's the actual. Looks like a gold looking truffle here. Now I love Lindt. I love Lindor chocolates. I love these. These are some of my favorite. Of course, Easter, they've got the bunnies and the carrots and all that sort of cool stuff. So here we go. Going in. Ooh, it's like a white chocolate. Here we go. Carrot cake, Lindor. That is good. That's very carrot cake. That is straight carrot cake. And it's delicious. It's sensational. This is really good. I definitely would get these again, and I have. Well, there's a lot of these here, and I'll definitely save some for later. So that was good. And now let's try the Purdy's chocolate. Basically Cadbury cream egg, but it's made by Purdy's. There we go. Now, first of all, let's talk about how great this chocolate company is. They are a very premium chocolate, very premium, delicious chocolate. Ooh, look at that. It's like a shaped like an egg. There we go. The Purdy's, basically cream egg chocolate. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Dude. That's some premium chocolate. Look at that. Look at that. That is delicious. I'm probably going to finish this. Oh, yeah. Dude. That's so good. Mm. That was delicious. Rich, chocolatey, decadent. It's got all the great flavor of, stuff. I'm not going to show you just the packaging. So you can go check out this company. They're very chocolate. Not like a milk chocolate. I'm usually a dark chocolate kind of person. I like dark chocolate over milk chocolate. But if you're getting like premium brand like Lindt or Cadbury or Milka or this company, like they're really good. They got really good milk chocolate, and definitely those are the good brands to get for a milk chocolate or dark chocolate. You can pretty much get any dark chocolate brand and it's gonna be good. So yeah, I still think the Purdy's chocolate was better. The thing was delicious. And yeah, that is all we've got for this year. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. And definitely, let me know, what did you have for Easter? What kind of chocolate? Did you get some cool chocolate treats? Did you get some bunnies? Did you get some, carrots to yell at? Let me know in the comment section below. And make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, sheep on.